Hey guys, this is Zoronden, and you are tuned in to a Starcraft Thursday. Today's matchup is between Protoss Alchemist and Protoss Mongoose. Now, this is a Diamond League match, so hopefully we should see some higher level play. Let's get down to the gameplay between two Protoss players, of course. This is the first mirror matchup I have casted, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's the first one. So I was hoping to find a little bit of cheese play by doing some extra Protoss games. However, I haven't found any of that yet. So we'll just probably see some normal play by these two players in today's game. And of course, I do want to remind you that I would love it if you would send in some of your replays to me so I can cast them for you. Cheese games are also welcome. I would love to see some of those. I actually do hope to start a cheese series eventually. So, obviously we'll have to get those games in by the fans to do that kind of series. And I do want to also mention that I am currently running for King of the Web. I'm probably not going to win this campaign right now as of June 6th, 2012. But in the future, I definitely do want to really ambitiously try to win that. And part of my winnings are going to go to a charity. So I just wanted to mention that really quick. And you can go and check out King of the Web. You can, of course, find me under Zoronden at King of the Web and vote for me as well. And you can actually sign in with your Facebook account if you want to do that, and then you can vote for me 10 times a day or anyone else that's also running. But if you do go ahead and vote for me on that, that would be awesome, as well as subscribing on YouTube, of course. I do have a little aggressive scout play by Alchemist here, although if he's not careful there, he's gonna lose that probe. I don't think that's a gas steal by Alchemist. Can't. Oh yeah, of course. Look at the mini-map. Anyways, see what these guys are doing. Nothing too tricky by either player. Both of them have their cybernetics core up, as well as a single gateway. Second gateway going up by Alchemist. However, Mongoose is warp. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I'm chrono boosting out some stuff on his gateway there. So instead of a few extra probes, he is grabbing some attacking units. So maybe just to ward off that probe, which has been down here at this tower for a while. And of course, Mongoose is now sending his own probe down to check out Alchemist base. However, that Stalker is going to completely negate that. That probe is going to try to run home. Should make it, but that Stalker could cause some issues depending on terrain and whatnot, but that probe should make it home. Still nothing out of the ordinary by both players. However, we do have a Stargate going down by Mongoose, so we might see some Phoenix play, but I would suspect we'll get some Void Rays. And actually over here we have a pylon, proxy pylon going down by Alchemist, as well as an expansion. And Warp Gate just about to finish on there. Of course, Mongoose's Warp Gate almost done as well, and he's popping in some more gateways. Gonna get up to 3 gate. That gate, Stargate, is getting about done. As long as he can hold off this pressure, pop out a Void Ray, he could catch some early lead. Thought I saw something in the corner. Over I did. That Zealot is doing some fine tanking up there. Second Stalker goes down. Oh, he's gonna lose a third Stalker. Mongoose does lose one of his own. More Warp-ins by Alchemist. That fourth Stalker goes down, and that Sentry's gonna come in, and they're gonna clean up that last. Oh. That Stalker's a lot lower than I thought he is. That Sentry's going to clean up that Zealot, but a Stalker warps in for Alchemist. Now starting to cause Mongoose some issues. He has to fall back because that Stalker only had 16 hit points at one point. And of course, Sentries do basically no damage. damage. What do they actually do? 6 damage, where a Stalker does 10. Yeah, there's a big difference there. As well as a... I guess they have a 1 speed, so their sentry speed attack is pretty good, but the damage just doesn't do anything. So Mongoose is going to kind of not wall up, but sit back, regain his strength. Of course, if he popped out, which he doesn't know right now, he could easily take down that pylon, not causing any issues. Alchemist focusing on probes for the moment. Not sure what building he canceled there, but he does have a robo up, and he is popping out an immortal. When you check out Alchemist's army, he has really nothing on the field at the moment, where Mongoose does now have a Phoenix. Does look like he's taking out that pylon now. So, while Alchemist... Oh, and Alchemist actually supply blocked at the moment. While Alchemist's army is not very big, he does indeed have an immortal in that. And he's now popping out some obs. So, he's going to try and obviously scout out Mongoose, see what's going on. But at that point, he will see the Stargate. But will these Phoenixes get into play before that obs gets into town? I think they will. I mean, they're quite freaking quick. Phoenixes? Whatever. Here they come. They're going to fly in here, hit the... I'm assuming they're going to hit the probe line, pop off a few probes. We'll have to see. Nothing really in play. Oh, there's a Stalker there. Okay. So the Phoenix aren't going to be able to do much. They do pull out. They did get at least 1 probe kill. Oops, I just pulled down the name tab there. So, yeah, 3 workers so far killed by Mongoose. I think 2 of those were by the Phoenix. And I am hitting every wrong button right now, I swear. So here comes a hefty army by Mongoose. However, Alchemist does have that immortal. And, no, that's just knobs. So, fairly evenly matched armies. The difference, however, is the immortal versus the Phoenix. So, let's see, which one can overcome them. Obviously, they're going to not really be able to shoot each other. And if the Phoenix keep pissing the Stalkers off, they're going to get juice. Here's the engagement. Phoenix is going down. One has a lift up. Immortal up front, killing off the Stalkers. Mongoose forced to retreat. Couple nice force fields blocking off and ultimately locking in that 1 Stalker. And Mongoose has to run home with his tail between his legs. Fortunately, Alchemist took him in that battle. Alchemist is apparently a Cobra, or not a Cobra. Mongoose is kill Cobras, so Alchemist is not a Cobra. Don't listen to my stupid analogy pun thing. I'm just gonna keep casting the game. A second immortal comes out for Alchemist, and unless Mongoose comes up with a way to counter those immortals, he's gonna have an issue very soon, as more immortals coming out on the field. However, Mongoose is popping out a 3rd. He did, of course, grab his natural. It's not fully saturated, and neither gas are pumping yet, but he does indeed have it up. And now it looks like Alchemist is getting ready to... Well, he doesn't have a probe going down there. I guess he's just marching his army around and looking to do some damage. And that is a scary army indeed. He has a 50 food lead over Mongoose. That is going to pose a threat to Mongoose, and indeed could actually end this game. And that is, I guess it's only 3 immortals. I was thinking there were 4 on the field, but just 3. Mongoose does now have an immortal of his own. However, he is down by 9 Stalkers. He has no sentries. He's down by 2 immortals. He's down by 3 zealots. So, there come the sentries, but Mongoose is just in a serious deficit army-wise here. He needs to spend his money and get these units on the field if he wants to have any chance of winning this match. And And ultimately, he may need to sacrifice this third if Alchemist pushes in here. Now, we do have Alchemist popping down... Oh, there's a Warp Prism on the field as well. Alchemist has popped down a Proxy Pylon. And, of course, with this Warp Prism, he doesn't need as many Proxy Pylons. He's got a movable one. So, this guy might try to sneak in and do some attacks on the natural while Alchemist attacks the third. So this split may work quite well, and there goes the army going down to the third. It's going to easily kill this Warp Prism, and there goes the main army using the Warp Prism decoy to take out the third. They need to focus on this Nexus, pop it down. It's going to go. Mongoose knows it, doesn't even attempt to defend it, takes the loss wisely, as he would have been engaged in a battle that he could not win at this time. And here comes a face-off. Alchemist wants to be careful there. That is quite a restricted ramp. He can easily lose quite a few units if he rushes up there. And yet another Proxy Pylon going down for Alchemist. North. And a third one. Getting ambitious with those proxies. Bit of test in the waters, loses a couple, 1 or 2 units. Neither side taking too much aggression. However, Mongoose is catching up in the food count here. So the longer Alchemist waits and sits on his advantage, he is slowly getting, closer to losing it. And we have seen people come back from deficits like this because the guy in the lead is too passive and doesn't take advantage of the situation. In fact, just the last match I casted, I believe it was Examesh and I don't remember the other guy, but the guy that was in the lead almost the entire game ultimately lost it because he just sat around and didn't take advantage of his army. So we'll see if Mongoose can pull off a similar feat here. And there's some Colossi on the field now. Looks like just one, however a second one and a third one are on the way by Alchemist. I don't know if that's the right decision here. I mean, this is still a pretty stalker heavy army by Mongoose. However, he does now have 14 Zealots. So both players sitting on 3 Immortals. Mongoose could definitely use more Immortals as Alchemist has 20 Stalkers. But both players kind of worried at the moment, sitting back, letting their armies pump up, twiddling their thumbs a little bit. Both kind of sitting happily on a third that, well, I guess both of them are building thirds. Alchemist has moved his entire army up here in the north, warped in quite a few Zealots right there. He may be looking to make this final push. I'm hoping they're not just straight up waiting till they're maxed, but as we've seen with a lot of players, that can be the case. And here they come. They're going to look and try and pop this third. Oh, and he gets a last second cancel on that. Very nice and fortunate for Mongoose. He needs to pump those minerals into units right now, not try to reclaim the third, as it looks like he's about to do. Or just a little bit of long-range mining, I suppose. That works as well. So we're tied at Zealots, we're tied at Immortals, we're almost tied at Stalkers, basically tied at Sentries. However, Mongoose has 5 Colossi that, or Alchemist has them, that Mongoose just doesn't have. Now Phoenix rush in and try to pop off some some Colossi, but it really is futile with that many Stalkers out. And oh, I completely missed it. Mongoose rushed down, popped this third, and now is completely out of position and loses his entire army. Oh, I am actually gonna re-grab that because that needs to be watched. Let's just watch Mongoose's army here as it goes up. This is back when he lost his third the second time. Right then, he just completely goes for it. He knows he has the weaker army and has to go for it. But Alchemist is pulled back as well. And right when he pops into the third, here comes Alchemist's army, completely flanking Mongoose, not going for the base race. And those Colossi clearly have the Lance upgrade and just liquefies with the Zealots running in, and that completely devastated Mongoose's army. And Alchemist, of course, as you can see, almost 150 food lead. So congrats to Alchemist. He held the lead most of the game and did indeed finally sweep it up at the end. I am, of course, Zoronden. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will catch you on the other side.